Helen grew up on a small farm in New South Wales with an outdoor lifestyle of sailing, horses and a dream of travelling. Following a year in Switzerland and a few years of study in London, Helen's ambition for an around-the-world adventure beckoned. Senses were brought to life with smells, colours, tastes and the beauty of lands visited. This trip created an opportunity to live in the land of sport, sun and the outdoors, Australia. Helen now has over 30 years' experience as a registered nurse, holding an impressive array of positions, including Deputy Director of Nursing and Practice Manager at a number of private medical clinics. In 2007, Helen purchased with her husband the Knox Audiology and Specialist Medical Suites in Wantirna. Since that time, she's been able to expand her business, opening a centre in Boronia in 2011 and another one in Doreen in 2013. She's created a working environment wherein she embraces her passion for connecting with others, a passion she has learned and embraced through raising 3 children. She will share with you today how a small business owner, she has been able to expand her business while creating life-changing impacts around the world. She's living her dreams. Please join me in welcoming Helen.
The opportunity, Helen, coming along with me about 10 days ago and asking me to speak. This is the very first time that I have spoken, so this is all very new to me. And which battery did that? Charlie, that was great. What I heard you talk about. I suppose that my automatic giving that we do through our business, I actually haven't. And I don't talk about very much because it's just hidden in what we do. This is pretty exciting to actually explain and share my excitement. Each of us, however, carries within us the capacity to change the world in small ways, for better or worse. Everything we do and think affects the people in our lives, and their reactions in turn affect others. As the effect of a seemingly insignificant word passes from person to person, its impact grows and can become a source of great joy, inspiration, anxiety, or pain. Your thoughts and actions are like stones dropped into still waters, causing ripples to spread and expand as they move outward. The impact you have on the world is greater than you could ever imagine, and the choices you can make can have a far-reaching consequence. You can use the ripple effect to make a positive difference and spread waves of kindness that will wash all over the world. Now, we all know what we do in business, and we all know how we do it. But why do we do what we do? So why do each of us get out of bed in the morning? Could, in some way, be the why is connected to our happiness. Because our senses keep us grounded in the present moment. And at the same time, sending ripples around our world through the connection. This passion drives my energy and day-to-day satisfaction, even through those tough business days. My career in health has always had a passion for communication, which is also a very valuable asset raising my family. At all ages, hearing loss can go unnoticed. Even babies learn strategies by heightening other senses. Children with blocked ears, frequent colds, hearing loss, may be labelled as disruptive or withdrawn in the classroom. But the greater problem arises when a child self-diagnoses themselves, that maybe they're not so clever, and then they underperform at school. It is normal to have a reduction in hearing from our 30s, but it is so gradual that we are not aware that we can't actually hear the raindrops, the tap dripping, our footsteps. The elderly have been known to be misdiagnosed with dementia or depression as it causes them to withdraw from society. Yes, 2007, my life took quite a change in direction as my husband and I bought a diagnostic hearing centre and specialist consulting suites in Knox. marketing, websites, contracts, IT. I was on a pretty steep learning curve of the business world. I'd run a medical practice for years, but my staff numbers had doubled. Oh, in fact, they trebled. And I was feeling uncomfortable with the necessity to generate more money to pay staff and the increased volume of bills that were ever coming in. Now, 6 months later, I received an email to hear a speaker in the city that changed my why in business. That night I met Paul Dunn, an inspirational speaker who talked about connection and creating a greater meaning in business than money. Yes, putting a heart into business. This just felt right, and at the end of the talk, going against my normal checking and cross-referencing, I signed up to B1G1, and it changed business for me overnight. I truly had a reason to get out of bed every day, as together we were making a difference to others in the world. So I donated for a few years, and I connected my giving with every patient that came in through the door, whether it was water or medications, with every hearing aid that we sold that went to Africa, and with every government hearing aid that was sold. We planted a tree in Indonesia and gave glasses to the John Fawcett Foundation in Bali. And when you give to the community, you're serving by employing your staff. You feel as if that's going so much further when it's connecting to the world, and that is a magnificent feeling. We believe that being small doesn't mean you can't make a difference, and we are thrilled to be a partner of the Global Giving Initiative, now known as Buy One Give One, or B1G1 for short. It's a fantastic way to give back that is both simple and powerful. When someone does business with us, it automatically makes a difference to our lives and the lives of our world. And of course, we measure and get excited about the number of goats, not the number of patients. This was our trip this year. We went to Cambodia with a group of scholarship girls and boys. And in Cambodia, as you're probably aware, that they've lost a generation of mentors, and so secondary school is not a given. And these girls and boys, they were actually 18, 19, 20, 21, wanting to go to secondary school. And so through Child's Dream, we were working with them and inspiring them to follow their dreams. This is actually the creator, Masami Sato, whose idea it was that being small means you can really make a difference in the world. And so walking my talk, I've been to Africa. We now give goats, as I said, to Adi in Kenya, which at first was a bit of a problem because as they were giving goats to the families were eating them. And, they had to come up with a strategy actually of how we were going to make it longer than just a few meals. So two nurses went over there and they helped to build this big enclosure where they now have the goats, and they've got the dam and they're able to bring up water and they feed them, and they've taught the people to come in and really give them a hands up. It's all about a hands up. It's not a hands out. Where hands out has in charities, they really lost the plot, because if you withdraw your funding, then where are they? And they become so dependent on that charity. It's really working with the local people is what they want. This Life Cambodia, this is the name of one of the charities, and they named it This Life Cambodia because when they were talking to the people and inspiring them to get on and have dreams, they were saying, yes, in my next life. And they realized that they thought that it wasn't ever possible in this life. So that's why they called This Life Cambodia, and that's a lovely man we met. And the gratitude, the humility that these people have, everything that they're given, they are so, so grateful for. On our trips, we've also met some terrific people from all around the world because BYG1 Paul Dunbar's fly all over the world inspiring small business. This is an accountant from England and a dentist who trained in Germany. This is that day that we were actually inspiring the sponsorship of children. Giving them bikes so that they can get to school, so they can have their education. This was a very moving afternoon. Listening to some of the students and the hardships that they had gone through. And this girl in particular was an orphan and lost fifth child in the family. And there's a beautiful video that I'll make sure is put up on our website that if you get a chance of listening to, gee, does that inspire you to feel gratitude and actually do the best that we've got, because we've got so much going for us all. Sewing. We went and built a playground, which was it was a long way there. We had to end up getting in that ute. I think there were about 17 of us in a ute, going on very unsurfaced roads. We got there. We built the playground. The children helped us. Very satisfying and moving day to see that you could make such a difference in these children's lives by giving them a fun playground to go in, and everybody was really grateful we were there. These are mushrooms, and they have plastic bottles, and then they fill them with the mushroom spores, and they harvest the mushrooms, which are obviously they grow, and it's a very good way of them making money. The far was a bit like Cirque du Soleil in Cambodia, and it was orphans, and it's very a great evening, and if ever you go to Cambodia, I'd recommend you see it. So we have our heart, and we have our head, and our gut. And we have three intelligences, and this is now scientifically proven that we have three intelligences. So could business responsibility be leading from our heart and create happiness? Your heart brain can go anywhere in the universe. That is the upside and the downside. The head brain needs to be given clear directions on where you want it to go. That is the job of the heart. The heart is where we feel and connect to our deep values and what's truly important to us. This was in Bali, where we're working with the John Fawcett Foundation and how they set up, and they see 350 to 500 local people in villages. They test their eyes, and with a pair of glasses at any cost, it's so cheap for us, they get the gift of sight. And today, if I collect, to keep us all connected, I'm happy to collect business cards, and for every business card I collect, I will donate a pair of glasses and to the people in Bali. And that's got me up here to do this today. Give me that courage. Listening to Charlie and the devastation of palm oil, we've experienced that in Kalimantan in Indonesia. It is tragic to see how they are just chopping down the forests and putting in the palm oil trees. The orangutans, and they're just all losing their natural habitat, and it's against the villages, it's against what the people want there, but the money and the big organisations are just coming in and taking down really the lungs of our earth. Here we are planting some trees. This is giving the goats to in Africa. So, Ears That Give. Knox is a great example of how really giving does make a difference, not just to the recipients, but importantly to ourselves. And it does it in every second and every day and in every way. We do the standard things that you might expect for an audiology centre, but now there's so much more thanks to the way we think it. And our giving shouldn't be forced to give because of guilt or pity. The term corporate social responsibility doesn't sound personal to most of us. Business owners naturally want to give because giving truly creates joy. We are all human. So here's the reality: when people give in B1G1, they reinforce their purpose. Your business shares the inspiration with your team members, your suppliers, your clients, your customers. You give hope and joy to someone else from across the world. Giving puts the why back into your business and gives everybody in the team a common cause, a reason to come to work every day to bring our business to greater heights.
So I think that if every single business can find their niche in the world where they want to make a difference, then I think we can get on top of most of the problems of the world.
B1G1 is very different. For a start, it's never about the amount, and nor should it be. It's about the impact that you're creating. And here, even 1 cent makes a huge difference. And imagine the feeling of knowing as well that fully 100% of your giving goes where you want it to go. And on top of that, B1G1 makes it really easy for you to give to an amazing choice of now nearly 1,000 high integrity and high impact projects. And they're projects that almost have to pass through the eye of a needle to get selected too. Currently, the board of B1G1 rejects 6 out of every 7 applications. That's how tough it is for projects to be listed here. So now you're able to make some great high impact choices because of all the work that goes on to make those choices possible. Here's how people feel about being a part of it.
This was exactly it incarnated. It was, here's this idea, and here is how easy it is to implement. All the hard work's been done for you. It's been thought out completely.
So every time a person gets a hair braid, 30 children in Africa get clean water. And so far we've helped over 100,000 children.
It's incredible. So it's so amazing to see how the actual practical and outcome of the giving is. It's fantastic.
You connect better with the customer, you connect to the outside world and also within the office as well.
That's right. What really sets this initiative apart is the way we help you connect to yourself and to those around you. For example, we even track the impact of your giving in true real time. And you can show that impact directly on your site, on your blog, or even on your counter through amazing things like this B1G1 Businesses for Good map. Here we search for a business, the system finds it, and we click, and then, as if like magic, we see the impact of their giving around the world. And just by rolling your mouse over, you can see the giving impact quite specifically. It's so much more connecting, more resonant, and powerful. And you can even click on projects and find out who else has been giving to the same project and what their giving looks like too. And you can deepen the impact you're having by using special gratitude certificates that you give to your customers, just downloaded from the B1G1 site. And of course, it's so easy for you to select projects that truly resonate with your customers and with your clients too, really deepening the connection even more. And that's what all of us really want in business, isn't it? And now you get this as well. The new B1G1 Business for Good branding. It's for you to use on your products, on your site, on your business cards, everywhere. Having this branding changes every conversation that you have. Being a part of it lets you make enormous impact, it lets you make giving an easy habit, and it creates far deeper connections for you than ever before. And now, it's really easy for you to get all of this and be part of B1G1. We're going to explain it to you live in just a moment. But ahead of that, just take a quick peek at this.
Here was an opportunity for us as a business, one, to make a difference in a positive way.
The giving that we give on a regular basis is very highly leveraged.
It's so much more impactful than normal charitable giving.
So many thousands of people got access to water today. So many thousands of people, received a goat that changed their lives. And that for me is the great thing about B1G1.
The support that we give goes direct to the recipients.
Makes me feel focused and motivated about my business.
And it's not just how I feel about it, it's how the whole team feels about it. And we get feedback from our clients and partners that they feel great.
It's win-win-win. It's not just win for you and win for the charity, it's just win for everybody.
Bringing that into business in the way that you do, where it becomes part of every little transaction you do, is so powerful.
I don't know anything else like B1G1, so it's an extraordinary thing. I just love it.
Because I can see that every day they really are making a difference.
So I think that if every single business can find their niche in the world where they want to make a difference, then I think we can get on top of most of the problems of the world.
So by being here today, we've donated a year of fund for a child in a playground in Cambodia, plus invested in the people 75 impoverished Indian women. So as we believe that every business has the power to change lives by integrating giving so that every email received for Knox Audiology will give people the power of sight by donating a pair of glasses in partnership with the John Fawcett Foundation in Indonesia. What we choose to do next, though, how to spend our resources or attention or effort. This is what defines us. Small business has the power to create ripples around our world. Thank you.